Hey guys, very good morning. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're all live and ready with me for this amazing session on the AEON reading comprehension. Guys, every day this one session on reading comprehension can help you in your reading comprehension, in your reading, in your spoken English, and also in your daily current affairs dose also, because we cover one interesting article from some newspaper or some good source of reading. So do continue reading with me. Do join me every morning at 9 a.m. for this lovely session which is called the Hindu AEON reading comprehension. Also remember to use Abhi CAT live to subscribe to Unacademy. जब भी कर रहे हो तो एकदम फटाफट से Abhi CAT live ही use कर लेना. All right, let us get started with the session, and in the meantime I'll also check to see if I'm live and visible or not. All right, so here is an advanced batch that we are starting on the 19th of March. So you can enroll now in this batch, and the referral code that you will use of course will be Abhi CAT live. तो कोड यूज करो अभी कैट लाइव और ज्वाइन करो एडवांस बैच फॉर कैट 2022. हमारे शहर का छोरा है समीर सर. Just kidding, yeah, but he belongs to Lucknow and a very good friend of mine, of course. Unlock 20 is still it was valid from 14th of 16th of March. Well, unfortunately now it's gone. Exciting news for CAT and OMET aspirants. If you buy a plus subscription, you will get a 10% off on using my Educator code, and also get a complimentary campus placement IT subscription also worth a minimum of 6,000 rupees. So you will end up saving a lot of money if you're buying your plus subscription using this. You remember Abhi CAT live is the code. Last chance to get into the top B schools in 2022. अगर JBIMS में जाना है तो फिर मासेट के लिए बैच ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. Remember referral code again remains Abhi CAT live. Plus subscription is available for MBA aspirants. Guys, a huge price off is going on from a minimum of 20% to a maximum of 60%. So that's one thing. Our iconic subscription is also having a huge price off. Now 23% to 42% on our 12-month and 24-month courses. So per month fees would only be 32.92 or 2,500 if you buy a 1 year or a 2-year subscription. The benefits of the iconic course are manifold. You get all the benefits of plus. And on top of that, you get one-to-one live doubt solving with experts. You get one-to-one live concept discussion with the experts, and you get one-to-one live mentorship also. You can book these slots at your convenience when you need to talk to your mentors up to 7 days in advance. And also you can choose a language in which you want this session to be held. Also, our Ask a Doubt feature is now available on our website also, as well as our app. So all you do is go to Doubts and Solutions on Ask a New Doubt, upload your doubt. Okay. If you have more than one doubt, you can ask up to 3 doubts at a go. So that's a good thing. Then also, once you've submitted your doubt, you can also choose the language that you want the solution in. So that's the next thing. And finally, guys, if you get the solution and you feel dissatisfied with it, you can also request a review for the solution. So बहुत amazing features आ गए हैं. Use करो, guys. All right, let's get started with our article for the day. बहुत प्यारा सा article है. And let us go through it. Good morning, my boys and girls. Satun, Archit, Nick, Kshitij, Yogesh, Krishna, Palak. Good morning, you guys. Lovely to have all of you. आज बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. 10 लोग हैं क्लास में, 10 likes हो चुके हैं. हाँ. 100% strike rate है. Awesome. All right, let's take a look. Spearheaded. Spearheaded होता है to head something. I spearhead a campaign on garbage collection. So I'm heading it. That's the thought. Okay, vestiges are remnants, whatever remains, whatever is extant. Okay, that is a vestige. Abolishing, of course, means to do away with something. So some articles are abolished, some laws are abolished, so we do away with them. A manifesto is a plan. You know, election manifestos, we have spoken about them like crazy. इतने दिन से election manifestos की बात ही चले जा रही थी, ये पार्टी का manifesto, वो पार्टी का manifesto. So yes, election manifestos in a big way. Espousing, of course, means to support. So you are espousing the cause. I have espoused the cause of garbage separation. So espouse. Stakes, of course, are my interest. What are your stakes in this business? So what's your business? What's your interest in this business? And protracted, of course, is very lengthy or delayed, जिसे हम dilatory भी कहते हैं. बड़ा प्यारा word है dilatory. Okay, अचानक से याद आ गया. So that also means delayed. All right. So here are your words for the day, guys. Here are 7 words, very amazing, very beautiful words which you can learn up and, you know, help yourself improve your vocabulary. Coming as they are from AEON essays, very beautiful. All right, let's take a look at our article. बहुत प्यारा सा article था, blackness in antiquity. बड़ा अच्छा article था, तो मैंने कहा let us do this one only today. तो शुरू कर देते हैं. In their memo on the abolition of the English department from 1968, the lecturers Ngugi wa Thiong'o, then known as James Ngugi, Henry Over Aniumba, and Taban Lo Leong, spearheaded an educational revolution at the University of Nairobi in Kenya. So when these 3 people who were probably teaching in the English department or in some department in the university, they wrote down a memo which was on the abolition of the English department, and they spearheaded this very interesting revolution in the University of Nairobi at Kenya. Eager to sweep out the vestiges of British colonialism from the university's English department, so they wanted to remove the whatever extant portion of colonialism was left. They wanted to do away with that, right? They proposed abolishing it. They said, let's abolish all the English department from the university to be replaced with the Department of African Literature and Languages. So they said, let's do away with English literature and language and get in African literature and language. They also suggested a revised curriculum that emphasized the centrality of Africa via the study of its oral and written literature. So they said, let us do away with the English department. Let us reframe the curriculum in such a way that Africa becomes central. Okay, we start learning the oral and written literature of Africa, the art and drama. Building on this manifesto for literary whatever, so this is a blank we will fill at some point of time. तो literary किसी चीज पे तो बना ही रहे होंगे, क्या है वो? Ngugi later drew attention to the immense significance of the written language in his essay collection, Decolonizing the Mind, the Politics of Language in African Literature. So he has written about the importance, the significance of the written language in this essay collection. Here the Kenyan scholar bid farewell to the English language. He said, as his literary medium, he said that he would now no longer write in English and vowed to write all future works in Swahili and his native Gikuyu. He said, now I'm going to write in Swahili or in Gikuyu. Instead of espousing colonial languages on the African continent, Ngugi urged fellow writers to develop literature in their own mother tongues. So he said, hey, instead of writing in English, why don't you write in your own mother tongues, whatever African language that may be. Snapshots from Ngugi's career underline the real life stakes of liberation work. So if you read his life, there are scenes or there are settings which show that he has worked in trying to free Africa. Okay, he has the real life stakes of African work, liberation work. He's really keen on that. After Kenya gained independence from Britain in 1963, Ngugi worked with Kenyan farmers at the Kamirithu Community Education and Cultural Center to create plays that interrogated unchecked political control in their country. So he was working, so he helped, probably he was one of the freedom fighters also. So he helped liberate Kenya in 1963, and then he helped these farmers, he worked with these farmers to create this literature. Soon after the 1977 performance of Nahika Ninda, I Will Marry When I Want, 1977, a play co-authored by Ngugi wa Mira about a crumbling love affair between a poor woman and the son of her wealthy landlord, Kenyan government officials arrested Ngugi. Following his release from prison and protracted exile, he returned to Nairobi and survived a violent assault. So he is one of the people who was involved in liberation of Kenya. He was also involved in, a lot of such activities. These glimpses into Ngugi's life lay bare the challenging position in which writers who seek to revamp lopsided archives find themselves. So, if you look at this man's life, you will realize that literature is very lopsided, very crooked, and somebody who tries to correct it has a lot of challenges in front of them. These archives are, to quote Saidiya Hartman in Venus in Two Acts 2008, the asterisks in the grand narrative of history, and writers come archivists determine their parameters. So these are like we say na, quote unquote, yeah, important features hain in the life of history of literature, and anyone who's trying to do these, they are trying to define what the criteria or the parameter of these archivings will be. Those who are not invested in liberation work may believe that they can produce impartial and authoritative additions to these archives, but it is reckless to presume that writers' lived experiences do not affect their output. So it's not true that if you have lived through something, that will not affect your output. That will definitely affect your output. Writers cannot step outside of their historical present any more than they can step outside of their bodies. So any writer will not be able to step out, will not be able to move out of his environment. Okay, so whatever his history is, he cannot step out of that, just as he cannot step out of his own body. So writers will have that limitation to their work, and probably Ngugi also has. Alright, which is the purpose of the passage? To describe the life and thoughts of a writer, to introduce writers from Africa, to reveal the truth between white writers, and to denigrate those who write in English. Come on guys, let's get your answers in. Good morning everyone. Aditi, Avinash, Auritro, Preeti, Anas, Satun, Palak, good morning. Aditi, मुझे तुम्हारा hello नहीं दिखा था, इसलिए मुझे पता नहीं चला था. Alright, do remember to hit the like button. Everybody. Yeah, it's difficult because we don't know the context. See, the problem is, like he says, this man has said, African literature is not literature. All literature we study is English. We don't even study Hindi literature. We don't study Tamil literature. We don't study Odia literature. What we are studying is English literature, and it's considered to be a thing of pride. Similarly, all of Africa is studying English, right? Most of them are extremely fluent in English, just as we are, because they have been colonized just as we were, and the English became a very important language for a lot of Africans. For them to step out of the poverty of the, impact of colonialism, they have used English also. But now it is time that they actually bring back their own culture. So इसलिए वो use कर रहे हैं अपनी languages, इसीलिए इस writer ने बोला भी कि अपनी language use करो. Alright, let's get your answers in. To denigrate those who write in English, author did not do that. To reveal the truth behind white writers, he did not speak of white writers. To introduce the writers, no, just one. So cannot be B, so yes. A, to describe the life and thoughts of a particular writer, his name is of course James Ngugi. So yes, that's the correct answer, you guys. Let's go to the next question. Okay, which is suggested in the passage? So here we are. Writers are influenced by their life experiences. Liberation work takes a toll on writers' lives. Ngugi used to write in English, and Africa has a lot of oral literature waiting to be written down. So which of these is something that is suggested in the passage? Writers are influenced by their life experiences is mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. It's a fact. Liberation work takes a toll on writers' lives is not mentioned at all in the passage, so cannot be inferred or mentioned, a fact. Ngugi used to write in English is also mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. Africa has a lot of oral literature waiting to be written down, and yes, this is the one that we can infer from the passage. So D will be the correct answer. Okay. हमने पैसेज में बोला भी है कि oral and written literature है. Okay. Which of the following can be the tone of the author? Snapshots from Ngugi's career underline the real life stakes of liberation work. Is it pedantic? Is it skeptical? Is it excited? Is it opinionated? Guys. All right. Yes, the correct answer will be opinionated, not pedantic, not skeptical, not excited. It's actually telling you what is important in the life of Ngugi. So all the stakes, all the challenges of liberation work is shown in his life. So that's the writer's opinion, that there were challenges and they can be seen within the writer's life. All right, what is the missing word here? Building on this manifesto for literary what? Ngugi later drew attention to the immense significance of the written language in his essay collection Decolonizing the Mind, the Politics of Language in African Literature. तो कौन सी लिटरेरी क्या करने वाला है? हमें पता है उसने क्या किया. उसने जो लिटरेचर था उसको इंग्लिश स्टडीज से सेपरेट किया, राइट? So what did he do? Will I say runaway? Will I say devour? Will I say imprisonment? Will I say emancipation? Yes, I can see a lot of you giving emancipation as the correct answer. Yes, building on this manifesto for literary emancipation. So that paper that he had written was a manifesto for freedom of literature, freedom from studying British literature only. That is what he had asked for, right? So therefore, emancipation, yes, is the correct one. If we were saying imprisonment, then we were still locking up ourselves within that English literature studies. All right, guys. आज का सेशन वही रहेगा जो अपना रेगुलर शेड्यूल होता है. बस आज vocab की क्विज नहीं है क्योंकि 12 बजे कॉम्बैट होता ही होता है. So no vocab quiz today, guys. There will be an open house. जैसे कल हमने रात में ओपन हाउस किया था at 10 p.m. So tonight also there will be an open house. You can all join in for free. This is a free session. Remember, अभी CAT live use करके Unacademy का Plus Learners app use download कर सकते हो and you can join me. Session schedule I will send out in some time. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe and the bell icon, guys. And of course, use Abhi CAT live to get 10% off. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day. Remember, happy Sunday. Thoda pad lo, thoda enjoy kar lo. And do join. There are 2 classes that are happening today. So, GDPI वालों का 3:30 बजे से एक session है और 5 p.m. पे हमारा regular batch भी है. So, do join in. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, my boys and girls. Adios, everybody. 10 p.m. open house.